Welcome back to the Rose Tonice Show podcast. It's your girl Rose Tonice, and I'm in the studio with Noizebeatz.
What's happening? What's happening, people? What's going on?
How are you doing this lovely morning?
It's a lovely morning. Is it morning?
Yes. It's like
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. We going in. You know what I'm saying? We gonna give a good, amazing, interesting show today.
Right. So.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So I guess we can jump right into it. So I have like interesting conversations with people, but I will say that I was intrigued by one particular conversation, and it was dealing with are people attracted to a plus size person, pleasantly plump person, or a big person, pleasantly plump. Yeah, like you know, there's always terms out there that that I think, I don't know if it's the big community or that the big community puts out there that's not so like offensive, because some people say that the word fat is offensive, so they came up with size acceptance, I think pleasantly plumped, or bodacious.
It depends where you come from, man. The world is sensitive these days. America is sensitive. The world self is sensitive. It depends where you come from. See, I'm from the South, so we are honest with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We honest with just in general with like. We'll call you fat, but it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Or
so y'all just be like, "Hey, what's up, fat?"
You are easy.
That's how you guys have those nicknames.
Yeah, fat. Like that's real talk. Like, you know, or bigums or big or whatever. And it's just where we from. It's just kind of how like the whole thing is. You know, it's just what it goes down to. But yeah, I mean, I think it's just depending on who you are as a person. I mean, me as a heavy set guy, like I didn't know I was fat until I moved to LA.
That's crazy to me. But then I get it, because like in the South, like being thick, being big is kind of like embraced, like corn fed.
Absolutely, corn fed,
like what's that,
corn bread,
if I was
beans
in the South,
and rice and stuff like that.
I'll be like a red bone. Everybody be like,
oh yeah, red. They call you red in the South.
Yeah, they be like,
they say red. What's up, red? Hey, red.
Brothers call you red bone.
What's happening? Yeah, we love some red chunkiness now.
Exactly. But out here it's a little different in Cali.
It's a little different in Cali, man. Everybody want tacos and spinach and carne asada and
wait, hey, don't hate on my carne asada.
You know what I'm saying?
Me gusta carne asada.
Hey man, I'm telling you, that's everybody is the Mexican food.
Carne asada.
Mexican food.
Even though I don't eat carne asada that much anymore, but it's good.
Yeah.
But so it was like, I was like, okay, since you make the point talking about people in LA kind of like look at somebody as being big as you think in a negative way?
Absolutely. It just depends where you at. Like, well, let me see, Hollywood is totally different in LA.
True.
Yeah. So if you're in an industry like, like people like me and other people, Hollywood, they're gonna let you know you looking outside of the 6-pack zone, and then you know what I'm saying, it's either you're gonna have a 6-pack and you're broke and you're gonna learn how to flamingo your way through chicks and survive here, or you either got money and you're a big guy
and you got all the chicks.
You got all the chicks.
Right.
That's just how it go.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's real, man. It's real. But yeah, it's just all about being able to finesse your way through the. I think it's all about just being able to, like you said, learn how to be happy with yourself and learn how to stay positive.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny because I don't know if most women think that way, because I was asking like men and women about size, like would you be open to dating like somebody that was big, and like majority of women was like open to it, like and these women are not like necessarily big themselves. They're like attractive of all different like races, all different sizes, and this one girl says she only dates fat big guys. So I was like, oh, okay, but nobody said. Well, there's like maybe 2 people out of like maybe like 15 women that I asked that said like, look, I can't deal with no big dude. I'm not attracted to big guys. But every other woman said like, of course, like it's all about the personality. It's about how a person treats you. It's about, you know, does he have like a nice face? So like that was like, I was surprised by that, because like a lot of the times you think that you can judge like a woman based on how she looks, what type of man she is
my thing is this, what I want to
attracted
ask.
to.
The girl who said she likes the big person, was she a heavyset girl?
She wasn't a heavyset girl. She was not skinny, but she was like.
She have a little gut. She had a little baby gut.
I don't know. I didn't look that close. I don't think she had like a baby gut. But I think, you know, she was like, to be completely honest, she's a coworker, and like she used to be kind of like bigger, but she lost some weight.
Okay.
But she's not like 100. She's not skinny. Now she's probably like slim thick.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So she was the one that said that. But, you know, okay. So speaking of her, so I asked her, because she said she only dates big guys. I said, is there a difference because since you lost weight? Like how y'all interact, if you know what I mean, like in between the sheets. Hey. So I was like, I need to know. Tell me the tea. She said, you know what? She's like, yeah, there was a difference. She's like, I don't know if it was because like I'm more confident now that I'm smaller and I'm, you know, more like willing to do certain things. Right. Or if it's just because of like my size, right, and the gut is not as big. So, but it was like just hella interesting. So I don't know, like, what do you think about that?
I you know what? I think that my thing is this. You know, it's a difference. You know, I've dated skinny women. I dated medium-sized women. I dated a big woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's definitely a difference in the vibe depending on that woman. It's definitely a difference in, you know, the sex. You know, big men, you know, it's not that sometimes, it's not that even, you know, I mean, you got some big man that I hear you that who could be packing, and there's some big man who got like, you know, a little mini-me, you know what I'm saying? Right. And it's just like what it is. But in reality though, the difference is
teeny weeny,
teeny weeny. You feel me? Like it's a difference. It's the thing is that, you know, you gotta understand, like when you got a skinny person, for a big man, we can go. Nah, you have to go actually deeper. You know, you could go deeper with a skinny person than another big person with another big person, because honestly, a woman, if you're a heavyset woman, you have extra meat down there. Right. So, and you got extra ass legs. Right? It's not even your ass, but it's actually thighs that's, you know, going with your ass. So you got to go through more of a tunnel than the average skinny girl. You can go straight in. Right. And it's in that joint. And you all deep up in it, you know. But with a heavyset person, sometimes it's a little... You gotta be a little extra. You gotta move stuff out the way. Right. You know, so it's a little extra couple steps you gotta deal with. You know
I'm sorry, it's not funny.
Yeah.
But
no, it's real talk.
It's real talk. But it makes me think about. Does that make you not mad? Does it make you frustrated when you have to like move stuff out the way, or it's just part of the situation, part of the experience?
No, I mean it does give you an extra like, oh gosh, you know what I'm saying? Like you be like, you know, depending on what it is, but you know, but like some guys just love that shit, and, you know, some guys is down for that, you know, and it's cool. To me personally, I believe Los Angeles, saved my life, because if it wasn't for LA, I would never be able to understand what the fuck the reason to get smaller, what the fuck the reason to become vegan or to become, to even become vegan or become a pescatarian. Like, that shit wasn't
or just
known.
more health conscious.
Just more health conscious. Feel like that. Yeah. Like I tried the vegan thing too. Like, I had a homeboy, he took me to every vegan restaurant out of this bitch. And I honestly can tell you, it's some amazing vegetarian food out there.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing food, and it's like, that's one thing. When
you don't even really miss the.
You don't miss it. You don't miss it. And I'm gonna tell you another thing.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another thing too. I was getting to the level to where I was about to start doing. I was finna get ready to do the surgery. The whole
gastric.
Gastric. Yeah, I was finna do it.
Sleeve.
I was finna just do the sleeve.
Oh, okay.
And but you had to do a 12-week class.
Right.
And the dopest thing about when you do those, nowadays they have you do this. You have to literally go to class twice a week. Mm-hmm. You go see a health therapist, because people need to learn mentally why you're addicted to food.
Yeah, because a lot of times people emotionally eat.
That's what most people
happy,
when
sad.
You sad.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they had the class where teach you about what you have to do when you have the surgery to help you get through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
like tools to deal with your emotions.
No. That's the one class. But another class teach you, like, because when you're after the surgery, your first week, you literally either on a liquid diet, or you got to lose like so much weight. And I mean, you only in the hospital for like less than a day.
Right.
But it teaches you. What it did teach me is how much you really supposed to be eating. Mm-hmm. And most people don't know that, especially from the South, that you're only supposed to be eating what's in the palm of your hand. Yeah. Like this much.
Like a portion.
Like you this is supposed to be how much is in your plate.
And that ain't nothing to somebody in the South.
Especially.
That's like
or to anybody.
That's a snack.
Big real snack. You know what I'm saying?
Snack.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And honestly, it's just like, when you learn that and you start seeing, or they tell you about the carbs, and you feel like you get to the point in your life where you don't like feeling heavy. Mm-hmm. So you stop eating certain foods. I know carbs for me, it's terrible for me. Mm-hmm. And I feel terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to learn what you want to feel.
Right.
So once I started losing weight and I finally lost like 40 pounds, you was like, okay, I really can do this, number one. Number two, the way you feel, you're more self-conscious of how you feel, or how you like, even when you're in the car. This is the best thing for people, especially if you're a heavy-set person. When you know you're losing weight, them couple of rolls start disappearing and stuff that you ain't had before it, and you be in the car, you able to move a little bit different and stuff, and you know you'll gain some of that weight back, because you'll start feeling the extra fat rolls. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's,
right, but that's what I'm saying. So it's just all depends, but yeah, I mean, as far as your question, it's just like, I think that it does make a difference when you be able to have somebody who's smaller.
It's a better balance.
It's a better balance.
If you're the big person in the equation,
right,
having two big people is not necessarily ideal, but it can work.
It can work. No, absolutely.
Work because, like, it reminds me of like this one time. I think it was like Amanda Seals. Her podcast is funny. That one time, like, this is a little funny little story time. So I was in not high school when I first moved out here to Los Angeles to go to college. I met an ex now, but at the time he was like a big, football player guy, and I'd never been like skinny, so I was like, like smaller, big girl, whatever at the time. And I remember I had came back to, like, let's say my dorm room, whatever, but inside the dorm room, my apartment at the time, I had like an antique bed that, like, my grandma gave me when I moved.
Don't tell me it was some old metal beds. He just squeak.
No, it wasn't a metal bed. It was a like a 100% like all nice like mahogany wood.
Ooh.
It was really, really nice.
Nice.
It was like antique, but it was like beautiful, and I was like so excited to have it. You know, especially my grandma gave it to me. So, long story short, we go back to my room, get on my antique bed, and start doing the damn thing. And I think we both forgot like we was big people.
Oh, and she said, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The bed just went boom, 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 boom. It's like, and literally one side of the bed like collapsed.
Oh, shit.
But it didn't stop now. We still finished.
Yeah, get it again. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, we just kept going. But it was hella funny because I was like, oh my God, like I wasn't even thinking that would happen. But, you know, it is what it is. Like,
long time I think that happened to me too one time.
That stuff happens.
I think I definitely I remember definitely one time getting in there with a chick, and it was at her crib at bed, and then I was over at her bed, and I think she had you know, we forgot, like basically she had those old like wooden crossing.
The planks.
Yeah. The
like
planks ain't the business, man.
Yeah, that's the antique bed. Yeah, those ones.
She had the planks, and then all of a sudden the plank just said boom. And I'm like, oh, goodness.
Oh, man, that's so funny.
That's a whole nother story, man. Yeah, but you know, those times, like, they just like, God damn.
Yeah, because
you be reminded again, you was a big nigga in this motherfucker.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I was like, because, I mean, that technically never happened to me. Yeah. And he was, like, the first, like, you know, kind of, like, big husky guy that I ever, like, dealt with. So it's kind of funny, but, you know, things like that do happen, but it's not to say that it can't be like enjoyable, right? But there's some interesting things that happen out of that. So, but yeah, so like, but most women, just back to my point, most women are like open to dating a big guy, even if they're not big themselves. Right. So I thought that was very like interesting because I think, well, I won't say I think. Let me just ask you, Noiz, like, do you think that most skinny girls are not open to dating big guys?
No, nah. You know, most skinny, because you gotta understand, it just depends, man. I mean, like, I see big guys all day with skinny chicks, you know what I'm saying? But it just, like, really depends. Like, I mean, you know, when you sit back and looking, it just either, like, depends what type of chick there is, you know, whatever, or... You know, it just depends. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say big brothers don't get play. Like, that's not true, because I know I'm a big brother, and I definitely get a lot of play. You know what I'm saying? But now, don't get it twisted. Sometimes it don't be the play that you want as much. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been on online dating before, and the girls who hit you first and talking about some, hey, sometimes they be some booger bears. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm not a booger bear.
I mean, a booger.
A booger wolf. A booger wolf.
A wolf. But nah, sometimes they do. But you know, sometimes you catch it. You know, some cool situation. It's just where it depends where you are too. You know, and I'm just speaking in one way, like a new guy. I've been here for like 6 years, so I'm just speaking in a different way of that. But now in Atlanta, like I said, in the South, oh, you the man in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's it's like, I always look at a perfect example. Like, if you on Tinder, right? If you out here, you might see, first of all, it's already hard to see as many black women anyway online on Tinder. Yeah. Really? No, listen, the percentage of black people on Tinder out in Los Angeles, or at least in Hollywood, like far as, Los Angeles, I'm just gonna say,
wow,
it's at least out of white and Hispanics and Chinese people, 5% easy.
Wow.
5%. Yeah, so it's not that many black women as it is. That's why most cases, most of the black dudes out here date foreign chicks. Oh. Because there's not that many black women out here. And it's not really that many good, bad black women that, like, the black women you see out here, they're like, I mean, especially if you're online dating too, I'm just saying, you know, and it's different ones or whatever, but they're so spread out. Like, it's most of the time, it's like, if you're seeing a baddie like on there, it's like either a fake page.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
It's just crazy. Yeah. You know, so, you know, it's just one of those situations that you know, it'd be weird, man. It'd be weird. Like, but you know, like I said, you don't see as many black women. But if you go to Atlanta,
crazy.
so
Well,
you
shoot,
flipping.
I need to activate my Tinder.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Then you go over to Atlanta, your Tinder page is binging, bling, 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 match, 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 and you're like, what the fuck? I go to the other side of the country, and then I'm the motherfucker.
You're
shit.
the man.
Yeah.
You're the man.
You know what I'm saying?
Play a pimp.
Nah, I don't want to say all that, but I'm just like, you know, it's a different swag. But like I said, it's all about who you are as a person and who you attract to, you know, to go at the end of the day.
That's true. But it's just, yeah, that's crazy. But, okay, so, all right, you know me, I always try to, like, look up certain articles or whatever to try to figure out what's up with this attractiveness. Is there, what's the research and studies behind that? So, I found an article that says what we learned, how physical attraction impacts relationship satisfaction. So, it says this new survey shifts our focus by asking couples at various stages of relationships how they feel about their partner's appearance. We learn a lot about underpinnings of physical attraction and the ingredient that clearly bonds men and women. Ingredient that clearly bonds men and women, but one that relationship experts rarely study. So the survey highlights differences between couples married or living together for 1 to 7 years, 8 to 14 years, and 15 to 21 years, as well as differences between males and females. The results are enlightening. It says, basically, both men and women, 78% of the people surveyed believed that physical appearance was very important.
70%?
78%.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's almost 80%. So that's like, what, 3 out of 4 people?
That's the 80-20.
Yeah. That's the 80-20 rule.
That's the 80-20 rule. That's why niggas out here fucking slipping up right now. Because the 80-20 right there.
Jesus.
That's why chicks deal with, you know, a lot of times the most bullshit ass dudes sometimes, because they just, you know, that physical appearance, they might be like, God damn, he ain't shit, but God damn, it did good. You know what I'm saying? But the men, we out here like, shit, that bitch a baddie. She booty and everything, but she goddamn terrible mental, don't got shit right, you know?
Yeah.
It's a physical appearance, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's wild.
That is crazy. I mean, I believe that physical appearance is important, but it's not what keeps me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, shouldn't.
Right, because I need to have like a mental connection. I think that's most women too.
I was just gonna say,
I think
it's
that's
most women. It's a woman thing, because niggas ain't digging like that on beat.
Yeah.
It's not happening like that.
Right.
Nah.
Well,
No, it's not. It's just not. And it's not. We're not gonna sit here and keep faking the funk. It's not gonna happen that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then that's what the survey said. It says the survey shows that men are more likely than women to place higher importance on physical attraction in their relationship.
Right.
So when judging a woman's attractiveness, 62% of men say a woman's face is very important, while 53% say the same for her body. So, well, at least that's a good thing. Like 62% say the face is very important, and then 50% says the body. So at least like more men realize that a woman's face is important. It's not just about her body.
Yeah. Oh no. Listen now, man. But see, that's another thing too. You gonna catch you a regular size, a skinny man type of guy. Gonna be more with a big girl more than a big man being with a big girl. I got my god brother. He married. His wife is at least 200 pounds more than him.
Right.
Like, he's skinny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'll be just like wondering how this is going, but it's just what it is.
Because, like, I mean, I've dated a skinny guy before.
I bet you have. But how is that though? Have you dated a guy skinny that's smaller than you?
Yeah.
Like, how is that?
What do you mean, how is it?
Like, how was that sex like with that? Like, how was that like?
It was good.
So even though skinny, you didn't feel like you was hurting him or nothing like that? Or
No, he didn't scream or or stop breathing. I'm sorry, that was team too much, but that was that like too. That was TMI. But like, to be completely honest, like, I think, you know, just like, I think like somebody that's skinny tends to like a little bit more meat on their partner. It don't matter if they're male or female. The person that's skinny kind of wants somebody that's like has a little bit of meat on them. Okay. You know, and I believe it's more cushion for the pushing.
Is that what?
More cushion for the pushing.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because you have to have a little something. You don't. Most men don't want no skin and bones.
That's true.
Like knock it up against them. So they want like a little bit of cushion. So ladies, you know, to eat some cornbread muffins every once in a while.
What?
But anyway. But yeah, so. But no, it was fine. Like, I didn't feel like I was in a sexual relationship with a skinny man. I did never feel like I was make him suffer, or I was gonna hurt him or anything like that. Right. And he definitely knew how to like handle it.
He knew how to handle it.
He knew how to handle it. So
right there.
That's all that there. You know, you'd be surprised how like much strength a skinny person.
I mean, I'm sure they cocky as fuck now.
But like that's a whole different tangent. But I mean, I think that might be a misconception.
Maybe
is for big women, big girls to think that they're squishing. I'm sorry about that. This is late, y'all. It's late. Squishy wishy.
Hey, it's all good.
Squashing. You know what? I was thinking about. There's like, I will come back to my point, but I was thinking about like, there was like these. I think it was like a fetish, like a really like big, like morbidly obese people like sitting on like skinny people and put pressure on them to like where
it's
they
a fetish.
Can't breathe.
Yeah, that's some weird ass fetish
and
shit.
That was called squat. Is that squatting or squashing?
Squishing?
No, that's what. But you know what I mean.
Squishing.
No, I know squishing. I don't know what it's called, but I'll look it up. But maybe I was thinking about that, the squashing. I think that's the fetish called squash. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't want to. I think most women, big women, think they're going to
squish.
Thank you. They're skinny. I'm struggling, y'all, but it's okay. It's all part of the fun. They're skinny lover, but you don't have to worry about that because most of the time, a skinny dude knows what he's about to get it into.
Oh, he
dealing with the big girl. So big girls don't.
Nah, let me tell you something, man.
Don't be afraid.
Me as a big dude, sometimes don't know what I'm getting into with a big girl because I'll be like, hey. Oops. I'm just saying, it could be like that.
It could be like, hey.
Hey, wait a minute, motherfucker.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Elaborate on that. Like, what'd you say? Hold up, wait.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just don't know. I mean, listen, I'm gonna tell you, some women might not be as big as they look, but they have a lot of mass, like heaviness. You know what I'm saying? Like even muscle and everything, and it can be bigger than you think. Cause sometimes they just. You ever heard that?
No, I'm just sorry.
What you mean?
I don't know why that sounded so funny to me.
What?
You said so you said some women that are big don't realize they're as big as they think they are.
Oh no, they don't. Yeah.
Because of their muscle mass.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, because
they
so like a woman like far as like having thick thighs. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes your thighs can be actually heavier than. It looks than it being this big, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it can be squishier than solid. Some women are solid, like yeah. Because like I know a chick right now, like she's a big girl, but she's solid, like solid, and she's solid. It's not like squishy, you know what I'm saying? It's the difference. You got squishy meat than like a hard meat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's
Y'all,
a real
there's a
difference.
difference between the
I'm just saying.
squishy meat and then the hard.
Believe it.
That's very interesting.
Very.
So, okay, so now I got a question. So you prefer the squishy versus the solid?
I prefer something kind of soft and cuddly.
So you like the squishy?
Not the squishy, but something that's cuddly, that's bearable. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's what I would say.
You prefer squishy, I think.
That's
maybe, what you're trying to say.
Maybe, yeah.
A little squishy. All right.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, ma'am.
The mass.
Yeah, ma'am.
The mass of the woman's bigness could be either squish or solid muscle.
Absolutely.
But but then I get that because like some women that are big don't. Well, I think. I think maybe like physically looking at like a squishy woman may not be as attractive as looking at like a big woman that's like solid.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Is more like tight.
Absolutely. I mean, it makes a difference.
It's kind of, but in reality, maybe men want the squishy, but they don't. You know what I mean? Trying to say like, but being physically attracted to squishy.
Right. This girl, this squishy thing.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Black people gotta describe things with two things. Like, for real. Like, it's really, really bad. Like, really, really. Like, squishy. Like,
yeah,
squishy.
But
squishy.
I thought it was very interesting. You were like, squishy.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I just never thought about it like that. I mean, but, you know, men, y'all think so.
We think totally different
than women. Yeah, about
Listen, we're men, so, like, that's another thing. Women have to understand what you're dating. Like, you're dating a man, okay, that's cool, but what type of man are you dating? Or the type of man, you know, because men are going to be men in an all-around individual, but you got to understand what type of man you dating, because it might be that type of man that, yeah, he might have used to be a playboy back in the day, but he might have been striving to be with that one woman. Everybody's dating until they get to that one right person to them. For them.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
sometimes it come quicker than others, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes, you know, like me personally, you know, I'm more of a man that's really looking for somebody, you know, for who's more futuristic, because I'm from the South and I'm from where it's about marriage and all that extra stuff. So, you know, it just all depends. Like, I don't even know how to go to that subject, but I'm just like, you know, at the end of the day. but I know because we talking about squishy and all this stuff. But I was just talking about as far as like type of person. It's all about whatever you want. You gotta know what type of man you getting into. If he really wants you for you, or if he wants you for your squishiness or something like that. Like,
yeah, because you know, squishy is only, you know, part of the relationship.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot more to the relationship, but it's like, it's all about, you know, what you all want. As like I said, that person you dealing with, what is that main person's what gonna drive him? What's gonna keep him going into a relationship? What's gonna keep him satisfied in that person? Because it could be, like I said, you might not be satisfied in any other area, but the main thing that you need to be satisfied with that dude, whatever it is, he gonna thug it out with you if it's all worth it.
Right.
And if y'all cool, y'all friends, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
You know?
That one person. So, but it's interesting. So, and then just going along the lines of that, it says 50% of the women say that a man's face is important, while 39% say the same for his body. So I don't know. Like, I'm trying to see. I think that's true. I think most women, even the ones that I talked to before I was, you know, doing a little research for this episode, did say that what does the person look like? More so than like, okay, well, he's fat. Well, is he attractive? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you finna hook up a person, the first thing they're gonna say what he look like.
Right. But what I'm saying is that, like, women were more open to dating, like I said, a big dude, but they just asked, like, well, is he attractive? They didn't really care necessarily about the body. They was more about the face. So I think that's true. So I think
Depends
like,
what type of chick, and then whatever chick you talk, what type of chick you talking to. You
right.
know,
So I think that's true when they
Yeah.
said the 50% of women said a man's face important. Yeah, I think it's true. It's like, yeah, at least half of the women I talked to said, well, was he attractive? So I think that's very true. It's just interesting. So
yeah.
I just think it's, you know, I think physical attraction is very important. You have to kind of be attracted to the person in order to desire them and to go to be intimate with them. You have to definitely have some kind of physical attraction.
Right.
And in order to me to sustain a long relationship with that person, I think you do have to be somewhat physically attracted to them. You really do. Like, if you're not, you know, but
because we're men, so men first, you know, number one thing, you know, we want to first we want a cool person who wants to just, you know, first thing first, we want somebody who's cool and down to earth. Second thing is you want a person who's gonna please you in sex. As a man, like a man, we have to be completed in sexual activities, and that's just number one in our mindset, because we're hunters. Go back to animals. Like, we need to be certified, definitely sexually romance. That's one of the main thing. And then 3, I think it goes down to, you know, a woman who can cook, as they say, or take care of their man, you know, whatever. Because that's the main thing you want. You want somebody who, you know, as you looking for a woman, you want something who's going to take the load off of being a man. Every manly thing we have to go through every day, like, it's trying to survive in this world. So we're trying to hunt to provide for our family and our, you know, women or our people, whatever, kids, whatever. So when we get home, we just, you know, for the end of the day, we be with our partner, and we don't want to deal with nothing else but being able to just relax, chill, and hopefully that woman can make it better, and however they got to make it better.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's true. I mean, I think sometimes women in 2018 and all the young millennial women, y'all got to learn how to cook. Just make sure y'all know how to cook.
That's real bad. If they don't know how to cook.
Y'all got to learn how to cook. There's, you know, we got social media, there's apps.
Yeah.
There's YouTube videos.
Yeah.
You can, like, you know, there's so many different ways to learn how to cook. Even though that is not everything, it's just something that you should know how to do even for yourself, to learn how to cook, you know.
Yes, happen.
It's interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's obvious. I think most women my age know that, you know, cooking, knowing how to cook is important. And keeping a man, you gotta feed his, what's it like? The stomach is the weight of the man's heart.
Absolutely.
So you gotta know how to cook, ladies.
You
get
do.
it together.
All right, get it tight.
Right. But the last statistic for this survey about attractiveness in relationships, it says a high number of couples, 92%, agreed that their relationship was healthier when both partners felt confidence about their appearance. So that means, like, almost all, you know, couples that they surveyed said that their relationship was probably happier when the person, like, is confident.
Absolutely.
In how they look. So I think that's
true.
I think confidence is, like, very key, and just in life. So if you're a confident person, then you're gonna be successful in your professional life.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna be successful in your personal relationships.
Absolutely.
With people.
I'm sure they am.
So you're not gonna be, like, insecure and, like, bringing all, like, kinds of drama.
Insecure.
Why you gotta be so insecure?
Yeah.
And I totally messed up. Sorry,
Yeah,
Jasmine Sullivan. Yeah, sorry, Jasmine. Sorry.
Insecure.
So you think that's true?
Absolutely. I think that it has to be some physical thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be some type of physical attraction somewhere, somehow. But this is the thing, though. I think sometimes we get stuck up in the physical attraction, and that one physical attraction will only be so good until it wears off.
Yeah.
Like, meaning that it's be some other shit that's going on that really don't like. now you can't even appreciate the physical attraction because now it's like, now you over here, you that's all you got was the physical attraction. But what else? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because looks don't last always. You know, they diminish. People get older.
But you don't have to get older because you can goddamn work out and be looking like the baddest motherfucker. It's all up. The choice is yours.
True that. And, a segue, it says over half, 52% of men and women indicate that they would like their partner to pay more attention to their physical appearance. I think this comes from when you get in relationships, sometimes you get comfortable.
And people
you know what I mean? People get comfortable. They, and plus, like they say, when you're in love, that you tend to, like, put on some extra weight because y'all, like, going out to eat and, like, going on vacations
all
and
of that.
Netflix and chilling, ordering, DoorDash and all that stuff.
Eating out is a fucking devil out here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have nothing else to do but,
honestly, I think it's like when it's the choice is yours, to be honest.
The choice is
because you can eat out and just pick better options. The good options are out there.
Yeah, it is, but
it's just hard.
You got to get out that car. You can't go through the drive-through window.
No, you can get some good options on the drive-through.
Where? Apollo?
No. Like McDonald's? Listen. What is side salad?
McDonald's don't got side salads like that.
They do.
They got a whole salad. They don't got no side salad.
They got like a chicken wrap thing. But nobody goes to McDonald's for no damn chicken wrap or a side salad.
Exactly.
But there's options out there, but nobody picks them. At any fast food place, they have healthy options. Nobody fucking buys it. Sorry, I was joking. Okay.
You're choking on her own podcast.
I know, choking on my own podcast.
And
I know. I don't. That must sound like I was bullshitting, but but I'm for real. Like every place has a healthy option. It's just about the choice.
Yeah, the choice is yours. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Yeah, it's the choice is yours. So it's like, I don't know. I think people use that as an excuse, but there's a lot of different healthy options out there, like even Chipotle.
That's true. But
that's interesting. But yeah, so let's just go on something else. But I was like, yeah, people really, even though I personally don't think I'm a shallow person, and I don't know if you are. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think you're a shallow person
sometimes
either.
Yeah.
But it's true. Like physical appearance is somewhat important. That's just talking real rap. That's just real talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talk about. Yeah, exactly.
No cap. No, okay.
Right. So, right. And whether, you're attracted to somebody that's big or not, that's completely, I think like a personal thing. But I think that more people are open to, and from what my little research is saying, because I did like even a Instagram poll on Rosonise, Rosonise. Follow me on my Instagram page. But yeah, but anywho, I
fix the glare.
Okay. So I totally forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought because I'm sitting here looking at you. Adjust. Hey, okay. But anyway, so I had a whole nice point.
It'll come back.
No, it's not. It's gone with the wind. Bye, Felicia. Sayonara. Hasta mañana. Hasta luego. It's gone. But anyway, so.
Oh, man.
What made me think about this particular next subject, we got like, we gonna talk about it real quick, but was this, one of my coworkers asked me, hey, like, I need to ask you something. I'm like, okay. And I didn't know what the hell she gonna say, but anyway, she's like, I just want to know your opinion, because like, she was talking about, like, I guess her ex, like, contacted her or whatever, and it's her baby daddy. And she was like, he was kind of upset because his fiance, or now ex-fiance, didn't give the engagement ring back after a broken engagement. And she was asking me, like, would I give an engagement ring back, and what I thought about it.
You know what? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You like, go ahead. You want to chime in?
No, finish
the story. So, okay. So then I answered her and I said, well, I was like, funny you should say that. Like I had a broken engagement, and I did not give the ring back. Me, myself, and I drove to the pawn shop.
Oh man, you foul.
And I pawned that shit.
That's foul.
And you know why?
How much
you know why?
How much you got for it?
Listen, I don't even remember.
You remember?
I don't remember.
Was it over 1,000?
But I will say this: that was for good reason, because that motherfucker was an asshole, and just
he was a liar, a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker.
He wasn't. I don't even know if he was lying and cheating, but all I know he was. I don't know. I can't think of a song. He was he was Ike, and I was Tina. Just put it like that. So I was like, hell to the no, no.
You know what's funny? How do women let it get to that deep? How do we get that deep?
That's definitely another podcast episode. Y'all comment below or hit me up on Instagram if we should do an episode about domestic violence. But what I will say this is that it never starts out like how that way. The relationship never starts out like that.
Right.
And I think women, I could just speak, I can't speak for all women, but I just think that from my own personal experience, and even, you know, knowing a couple of friends that went through the same thing, I think that since it starts out not being abusive, and then it gets abusive, you think that, oh, it's not going to be like...
Or do you blame yourself?
No, we think that it's not going to always be abusive, because we've seen it, we experienced the relationship when it wasn't abusive. So we think that that's just like a blip in the matrix. Like, it's just a situation. But then you start to realize that, I will say this, because once you cross that line of disrespect on either end, even if a man, you know, abuses a woman or vice versa, any person, once you cross that line of disrespect, it's very hard to go back from that. So to continue, my point is that you think it's gonna happen just one time, then it keeps happening over and over, and then a lot of times, every time it happens, it gets worse and worse and worse.
Right.
And so, I mean, I don't know 100%, but I think that, you know, women just think that it's gonna get better, but then it doesn't get better. It gets worse. Or some women are just scared, insecure, thinking that they're not gonna be able to find anybody better.
Right.
Or they're not gonna find somebody that loves them, because it's like very deep. That's why I feel like it should be a whole episode. But I'm gonna just say this, that when you allow somebody to disrespect you like that and you stay in it, a lot of times it's come from seeing that kind of dysfunction growing up, or subconsciously, you know, thinking that that's the way, like learning from your environment growing up in your childhood, that's the way a person shows their love, is by like being physical and being dysfunctional. But when you realize that that's not healthy, that's not how a person shows you love, that's very disrespectful, and you start to know your worth, and you won't put up with that stuff. Because there's some women that never have experienced that. And
interesting.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I mean.
But I know, I'm back onto you. I know that's probably another podcast because that's going to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I know we got like, what, 20? We got 20 more minutes.
Like 10.
No, who's that? Yeah, it is 10. Before the engagement ring, dang.
Let's bring it back.
Because they get deep. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I had to because you kind of asked me, so I feel like I have to answer.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
I ain't tripping. No, I feel you. It's definitely good. I just wanted to know how it gets there. But do I think a person should give their engagement ring back? I want as a man to expect it back, but I'm also one of them guys is like, I mean, you're gonna spend something on an engagement ring. It's almost a gamble. It's just like a marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, you gambled it. You proposed or whatever. But I mean, now it would be cool if they gave that bitch back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, they can give me some from this motherfucker. You don't want to be in this thing.
Right.
Well, let's, at least holler at me and let me give me the damn ring back.
That is so funny.
It is look kind of trifling on the woman to run off with the ring and try to
to run off.
Not run off on the ring.
I know, I'm just kidding.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
take the ring and run.
Yeah. It does look weird a little bit. I can see how, looking on both parts of the street, it could be a little like, like, damn, you was that ill for some change, just want to keep my ring, but you don't want me though. But you told me you don't want me, then you gonna say, oh well, fuck it, I don't want you, but I'm gonna take your ring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, because like most women that I talked to, they were like, even the girl that asked me at work, my coworker, she was like, I would give the ring back.
Right.
But when I explained to her my particular story, she was like, oh, okay, I get it.
Right.
Because he was an asshole. But most women, if it was just like a mutual broken engagement, would give the ring back. Right. So
I get that.
It was just interesting. I'm like, because I'm trying to think, like, would I give the ring back if it was like a mutual thing, or he didn't want to, and it was nothing like abusive happened. It's just like y'all grew apart. It just wasn't really what he wanted. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, you know what? I probably would if it was like more of a civil situation. I probably would give the ring back because why would I hold on to it? Right. For what? So yeah, but like I did a poll on Instagram too. Most people was like, well, there was a couple women that said, no, I'm not giving the ring back. Right. And then then there was a couple women that said, yeah, I'm gonna give the ring back. Right. And then men, they say, yes, give the ring back. Most men want the ring back.
Yeah, give me my shit back. Give me.
So you would want the ring back too, right?
I mean, like I said, I would take it as a gamble, but me personally, I mean, if it don't get it back, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I would appreciate you, my nigga, to give me that ring back. It would be real nice,
man.
That would be real. Funny. You know what? You already taking me and dumping me to the side. So how about you give me the damn ring back? Let me give me something from it.
That's funny.
Matter of fact, let me get your finger in the ring then.
Right. So I was just curious. I was like, is there any laws, California laws regarding like engagement rings?
Right. And what's the law?
So the law, it says California law is clear when it comes to who keeps the engagement ring if the relationship ends before marriage.
You so many seconds remaining. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's new?
Oh yeah, because of the it's only like an hour.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. So this really gives you the whole hour of what you need.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
So the law states that when either party gives a gift that is made in contemplation of marriage, in the event that the receiver of the gift refuses to enter into marriage, the giver of the gift may recover the gift or its value. In other words, if a man gives a woman an engagement ring and the woman calls off the marriage, the man is legally entitled to take the ring back. Factors like living together, owning property together, or having children have no impact on whether the giver of the ring can recover it before marriage. Right. If the ring was a gift given in contemplation of marriage and the woman calls off the marriage, the man has an absolute right to take the ring back under California law.
Hey.
So that's very interesting because I'm like, hey.
Right.
So I was thinking, like, do women know this? Like, because I think most women...
They don't give a fuck.
I don't think women even know this. Like,
they don't.
A man can, like, technically pursue getting
lawsuit.
the ring... Yeah, a lawsuit and getting the ring back.
Give me.
I just thought it was, like, interesting.
Right.
But, ladies, don't worry. There's a loophole around this.
Oh, wow. I bet it is. What's the loophole?
It says, it says, well, I was going to say, I'll say this after the fact, but I was going to say there's a loophole behind it because it says, if the engagement ring is given on a special holiday, like Valentine's Day, Christmas, New Year's Eve, the argument can be made that the gift served a dual purpose. Wow. And it was not made solely for contemplation of marriage. It was given as a Valentine's Day gift and an engagement ring. It was given as a Christmas gift and an engagement ring. Right. So in order to determine who gets the ring here, the court will look deeper into the issue of whether it was truly given as an engagement ring or as a gift. If the engagement ring was given as a gift, the woman calls it off or both parties call it off, then she would not have to give the ring back if it was a gift. Okay. So makes y'all got to get, ladies, y'all got to get into like propose on a holiday. Right. Yeah. To, secure the ring back. Wow. Just in case. I'm just crazy. Not that I would do anything like that at all. But it's just, it's just food for
ran
thought.
Off with the bag.
Knowledge is power. That's all I'm saying, ladies. Knowledge is power. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so I just thought I was like interesting. So what do you think about that? Is that did you know any of this?
Hell no, never knew this shit. But I'm glad we know now, and I need to pass it on to all my fellow people who might need to run off and get their ring back. So yeah, it's an interesting situation.
Right, and I think that people, because I think you were mentioning this earlier, because you thought that I kept the ring because my ex-fiance at the time was and had cheated on me. So it says California law provides no exception to the rule when it comes to infidelity. If a woman discovers prior to the marriage that her fiance has been unfaithful to her, she has no automatic recourse allowing her to keep the ring. However, couples may be able to provide for such an occasion by using a prenuptial agreement. So you would have to have a prenuptial agreement deciding, because I mean, you know what? Really, right? If you're giving like a woman like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, or even more, right, ring, that's a lot. Major. That's a lot of money. Major. So if if you serious about that ring, and you could get a prenuptial agreement prior to getting married that includes the engagement ring. Wow. That's interesting. Nice. I don't think people even think about that. Never. I don't think people really think about that at all. Like it's just interesting. So I don't know. I just think like I was low key. I'm a little hating on the fact that women can't automatically keep the ring, especially in California. But
you also can get in California. You also can get as a woman. What's it called? A check. What is it called? When your husband paying after you get a divorce if y'all been together.
Spousal support.
Man, I know chicks who spousal support on purposely collecting checks.
Oh man.
Yeah, out here in LA because they stay under that shit so crazy.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So it says 20% of all engagements are called off before the wedding. According to the survey, 82.7% of people don't regret breaking up, and only 7.6% of people blame themselves for a failed relationship. Wow. And this was a survey done by bestlifeonline.com in May of this year. Nice. It was just like, it's just interesting. And I'm like, ladies, give the ring back if it was like a mutual breakup or calling off the wedding. But if he was a motherfucking fuckboy, an asshole,
Right.
keep that shit. Take it to the pawn shop. Buy yourself some Indian Indian hair.
Right.
Or buy yourself a bag.
She said some Indian.
No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, this has been an interesting episode.
Right.
We talked about attractiveness in relationships, the importance of that.
Right.
As well as giving the engagement ring back.
Right.
Y'all let me know what you think about this episode. Hit me up on IG at ROSONISE.
Okay.
And Noise, you want to give yours?
Yes, y'all American people out there and everybody all over the world wide, you can hit me up on Noizebeatz. That's NOIZEBEATZ. And stay in touch, man. Let's get some good combos going on, man. I enjoyed it with Miss Rowe. Let's get it.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Take care till next time.
Yeah.